So we need to find the lowest common multiple of 108 and 120. So to do this, we need to write these numbers, first of all, as their product of prime factors. And we do that using a tree diagram, so you'll see what I mean in a second. So I'm going to do 108 first. And what we need to do is continuously go down and write their factors out. And what a factor is a number that multiplies into this number. So what I could write down, so two factors for this, I could write 2, and then 54. Because 54 multiplied by 2 is 108. And then I keep branching out even further. But we need to remember, when we reach a prime number, we stop. So we've reached a prime number here. So we've reached the end of this branch of the tree. Okay, again, 2 is a factor. What's the other factor? In this case, it will be 27, because 27 times by 2 is 54. So here we've reached another prime factor. So I'm going to stop that branch there, and now we can carry on with this one. So now, okay, it's an odd number, so it doesn't divide by 2. So we can do 3. So we'll divide by 3. And then the other one will be 9. Because 9 times 3 is 27. Okay, we reach another prime number here. 9 has got factors of 3 and 3 we could put. Because 3 times 3 is 9. And both of those are prime numbers, so we stop there. So we completed our tree for 108. Now we're going to do the same for 120. So we do 120, and what we're going to do is split that off again. Okay, because it's even, I'm just going to say 2. And the other one will be 60. Okay, we know because 2 is a prime number, we're going to stop that one. And also something worth pointing out, for example, with 60 here, there are lots of different options we could go for. So we go for 2 and 30, we go for 10 and 6, and so on. So this one, I'm going to go for 6 and 10. And you see here, neither of the branches produces a prime number. So I'm going to carry on with both the branches. So this one can split down into 3 and 2. And they're both prime. Let's go and circle them. And lastly, we've got 10 here. So that can split down into 2 and 5. And again, they're both prime. So it ends there. So we completed our trees for those. So our next step is we need to work out what the highest common factor is. So highest common factor is the largest whole number. There's a factor that's shared by both these numbers. Now to work this out, we're going to have to use our prime factors here that we've worked them out. So I'm going to write out, we've got 120. And if we look at our helpful tree we've written out, okay, so we've got 2, 2, 3, 2, 5. And if you'll notice, if we multiply that all together, so we've got 2 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 5. That actually equals 120. So that'll be the same for 108. 108. And you multiply all the prime factors. So we got 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay, for the highest common factor, we need to see what's common between them. So I can take, okay, if I take a 2 from here, I need to take a 2 from here. 2 from here, 2 from here. 3 from here, 3 from here. And you see we can't go any further because these ones, 2 from here, well, there's not a 2 here, or a 3 from here, there's not a 3 here. So we've taken all the ones that are common from both, and then we're going to multiply them together. So we're going to do 2, then we're going to do 2 again, then we're going to do 3. And working that out, that's 12. So our highest common factor of 120 and 108 is 12. So now we can work out the lowest common multiple of 120 and 108. To do that, we take our highest common factor here, and bring that down here. So that's going to be 12. I'm going to multiply that by our leftover numbers. So multiply it by 2, then by 5, then by 3, then by 3. If you work that out, that gives you 1080. And this right here is our final number. This is the lowest common multiple. And this question is worth 3 marks. So we get 1 mark for correctly finding out the prime factors of 108. So doing this tree is perfect. So we get 1 mark here. We get the same for doing it for 120, and then we get a third and final mark for using that information to get down to 1080 as the lowest common multiple.